What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be putting a K20 back in the car. So if you're not familiar with what we've been doing, the K20's had some spice upgrades, some cams. It's got a diff in now, so M factory diff, Skunk 2 dropping cams. Got big gilly here, little Bertha. I'm going to smash it in, so sit back, enjoy. That's the engine all in, all mounts done. So Gilly's just tightening the one up over there. Rocker cover needs a new seal and the little, whatever they are, little washers. And then we can literally start buttoning up all the wiring. I've got some, loom tape here. So I'm going to take all this conduit stuff off. Loom tape all that, try and just neaten it up a little bit. Yeah, and then we've got the oil cooler to fit, which is over there near the bumper. There you go. So, yeah, so we'll just run through all of this. Oh, there you go, look. Boom, 19 row oil cooler. There you go, that's 2 hours worth of work. Just getting all the engine in, buttoning up all the wiring and whatever else, all pipes and everything. Just need to put the exhaust manifold on the back. That's all the protective sheathing off the wiring. I've put this wire harness tape on. I think it looks a little bit neater, so looks cool. Rerouted some wires just to get some wires out of the way. Some of them was like chafing, rubbing, but anyway, clipped them all up. And then going to put the radiator in, and once the radiator's in, I could put the oil cooler. I think I'm going to run it here. So I'm just going to jack the car up, get it up in the air. Radiator's in, all plumbed up as well, just need to fill her up. And this is where I'm going to put the oil cooler. So I've got some holes in the chassis like there, so I'm just going to open that out, drill a hole there, and then the lines can run through there, down the chassis leg towards the oil sandwich plate. So I think that's going to work nicely. I might actually build a bracket up here as well just to hold that top bit, but we'll see how rigid it is. Well, see how rigid it is with the two at the bottom. But yeah, I think for a bit of safety it'd be worth putting a bracket at the top. So there you go. I've got my riv nuts in using that tool. I had to take the crash bar off the front just to give me access to get that in. Use my step drill just to drill, well, open that hole up and then drill that one. So now hopefully the oil cooler will fit nicely onto there. There we have the oil cooler all mounted up. All lines are done now, so they just basically go down there towards the oil filter. I've got a P-clamp the lines up on the chassis leg, which I'll probably show you when I do that anyway. And then I've got some separators coming from Exo Racing just to basically hold these together, just make sure that they're not rubbing or chafing or anything. Next thing I need to do is obviously prime the oil cooler with oil, and I think that is pretty much it. We're ready to fire this thing up. So radiator's got water in it. I'm not going to put any coolant in it until I get back from Nürburgring. Obviously for having issues with coolant on the track and stuff like that, like to charger and like pull your pants down charger, so not going to do that. Yeah, and then I also need to put some oil in the engine, very important. Don't want to be starting it dry. As you can see, Great British Weather is showing us some love, absolutely peeing it down. So right, I'll crack on with this and then we'll I guess start firing it up. And here we have the oil going in. Oh god, tries to be clever, grabs the camera and pours it everywhere. We've got some Mocal, got some 540 going in. Get this filled up and she is ready to start. So I put 5 litres in. I've obviously primed up the old oil cooler, so I might just need to top it up, but yeah, ready to go, ready to start. Actually, battery, need to put that on first. Battery is now connected. I've undone the loom for the injectors, so what I'm going to do now is just wang it over in the car just to build up the oil pressure before I actually start it. So let's do that now. Alright, let's try and build some oil pressure. Right, so even though that didn't go up, this is still saying the oil pressure light's gone off the dash, so that's good. Just don't know why that's not built up the oil pressure. So anyway, just make sure that the wiring's good and then we'll go from there. Well, here goes nothing. See if she does anything. Yeah, there you go, look. Must have had it wired up wrong. Nice. Well, so far so good. Just got to let a bit of heat get into it. Oh, differential. Nice. So that's it guys, she is officially cammed. So she's got a diff cam and she should be nice and spicy, fast as a rocket. So now next thing I'm going to do is get this booked in at RDT. We will get it mapped up and then we'll be looking to try and book a track day, probably at Blighton in an afternoon session, or maybe Cadwell. You know, try and get at least a couple of track days in before we go to Nürburgring. But yeah, well happy. So we've got no leaks, everything seems to be alright, all cool is cool. Yeah, so that's it. I'll leave you to it and I'll see you on the next one. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking.